You check your phone 150 times a day. You feel a flicker of dread when you walk into a dark parking garage. You crave sugar you don't need and salt you don't burn off. None of this feels strange to you. It feels like being human. But the real answer is far stranger. Your brain isn't responding to your life. It's responding to a life that ended 12,000 years ago. Somewhere inside your skull, a very old machine is still running. It doesn't know about cars. It doesn't know about office chairs or grocery stores or glowing rectangles that buzz in your pocket. As far as that machine is concerned, you are still standing on a savanna in East Africa, watching the grass for movement. That gap between the world your brain expects and the world you actually live in has a name. Scientists call it evolutionary mismatch. And once you understand it, you start to see it everywhere. Think about fear for a second. Real fear, the kind that grabs your chest before your thoughts catch up. What scares you instinctively without permission? Spiders? Snakes? Heights? The dark? Strangers moving too fast toward you? Now think about what actually kills people today. Car accidents, heart disease, diabetes. None of these trigger that same jolt of primal dread. You can drive 90 miles an hour on a highway and feel almost nothing. But a spider crawling across your kitchen counter can make you jump out of your skin. That's not a flaw. That's a fossil. For roughly 200,000 years, the ancestors who survived long enough to have children were the ones who flinched at rustling grass, who froze at a shape that looked like a snake, who felt their pulse spike at the sound of something moving in the dark. The ones who didn't flinch, the calm ones, the curious ones who walked closer to investigate that ominous shadow. Their genes didn't make it to you. Evolutionary psychologists John Tooby and Leda Cosmides spent decades studying exactly this kind of leftover wiring at the University of California, Santa Barbara. Their core argument reshaped how scientists think about the mind. Your brain, they proposed, isn't one general-purpose thinking machine. It's a toolbox of very specific instincts, each one built to solve a very specific survival problem your ancestors actually faced. Fear of snakes, fear of strangers, craving for fat and sugar. Each instinct is a tool built for a world that no longer exists. And here's the strange part. The tools didn't get the memo. Take food. Your ancestors lived in a world of scarcity. Calories were rare. Fat and sugar were rare and precious, because they meant survival through a lean winter or a failed hunt. So your brain built in a reward system that lights up like a firework display the moment you eat something fatty or sweet. That system made perfect sense on the savanna. It makes almost no sense in a gas station snack aisle. Harvard evolutionary biologist Daniel Lieberman has spent years studying exactly this collision between ancient bodies and modern environments. His research points to something uncomfortable. Your body wasn't built to resist convenience. It was built for a world where convenience simply didn't exist, where every calorie had to be chased, dug up, or fought for. Nobody needed a system to say no to donuts because there were no donuts. There was scarcity, and scarcity did the disciplining for you. Now scarcity is gone. The ancient reward system is still fully operational, and it's aimed directly at a world engineered to trigger it constantly. Sugar isn't the only thing exploiting an old switch. Your phone does it too. Every notification, every red dot, every little buzz taps into a circuit that evolved to monitor your social world for threats and opportunities. For most of human history, you lived in small bands, maybe 50 to 150 people. Knowing who was angry with you, who liked you, who might exclude you from the group wasn't idle curiosity. It could be the difference between staying protected and getting cast out to face predators alone. So your brain built a constant low-hum vigilance for social information. Who's talking about me? What did that mean? Am I safe here? Now that same circuitry checks a notification screen that can, in theory, deliver an infinite stream of social information, day and night, from thousands of people you'll never meet. The ancient alarm system never had an off switch built for infinite input. It just keeps ringing. This is where stress comes in, and this is where the mismatch gets dangerous. Stanford neuroscientist Robert Sapolsky has spent much of his career studying stress hormones in primates, and one of his central findings is almost unsettling in its simplicity. The stress response, the flood of adrenaline and cortisol, the racing heart, the tunnel vision was built for short, intense, physical emergencies. A lion appears. You run, or you fight, or you freeze. Then it's over.